Hi all and welcome back to the channel, and I hope you're all doing okay. There's only a few things to bring you today because it's very quiet, but I expected that anyway because more news and chat isn't really going to happen much this week up until probably Wednesday, Thursday. But there is a few things I wanted to bring you because one's concerning McLaren. Yes, there's more Las Vegas chat. And the other one is Logan Sargent. But let's start off with Oscar Piastri anyway. Oscar Piastri has admitted that McLaren did not expect to challenge Aston Martin after their difficult start to the season. McLaren have leapfrogged Aston Martin into fourth place with a 21-point gap, which seemed inconceivable midway through the season. Piastri admits that he did not believe McLaren could catch Aston Martin, let alone overtake them. He told reporters, "Until Austria, no, definitely not. Even the rate that we managed to catch them, I don't think it was really ever a target necessarily to beat them. It was just to try and improve, and whatever results we got is what we got. The development race has been what it's been. It's been enough to overtake Aston." And I wanted to chat about that because the difference that McLaren have made during this year is phenomenal. I mean, yeah, Aston Martin did start the year really well, but this, I don't know what they've changed or what they're doing, but it's nice to get the view from one of the drivers of where the team were, and obviously didn't expect to be where they are right now. But fair play to them. They've done a fantastic job. And yeah, we're back onto Vegas chat, but this. Yes, it's a story, and it's one that seems to be doing around within the media, and I don't understand why, because there are still 2 races left for him. But what they're saying basically is Vegas could be one of the last chances Logan Sargent gets to secure his seat for the 2024 season. Sargent has just 1 championship point, and his campaign has been littered with crashes, costing the team large sums of money. He told Daily Express Sport US, "I'm really looking forward to it. One, because I used to race there every year in karts as a kid at the Super Nationals. So again, it's similar to Miami, is it? It's kind of like coming back to a very familiar ground and somewhere where it all started. So that's really cool. Obviously, Vegas is Vegas, racing down the strip. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. It's definitely a week I'm really looking forward to. That's to say the same for all the US Grand Prix, but I think that one is going to be a bit more of a special one. I don't see how, especially with all the problems that are facing it. But and that brings us on to Ross Brawn again, and I know I covered this before, but the wording's slightly changed a little bit, or what's being taken from what he said. It's changed a little bit, and I don't know about cold tyres, but maybe there's an element of cold feet in there as well, because Ross Brawn has highlighted the risk of increased incidents at the Las Vegas Grand Prix due to the cold temperatures. Next week's race will be held at 10 p.m. local time to cater for the European audience, although that will mean that the temperatures could drop to around 4 degrees Celsius. It could be the coldest race in F1 history, and drivers failing to get heat into their tyres could result in more crashes. Brawn said, "The one thing we hadn't considered initially, but the tyre companies have dealt with, is it gets very cold at night. So it can be really quite cold, and of course getting the cars to work in those temperatures can be a challenge. The tyre companies have done some work to make sure the tyres can cope with that. We're definitely facing some new challenges which we've never had before, but I think it'll be spectacular." That's all that matters, really, isn't it? It's got to be, as long as it's spectacular. Yeah, because you don't want anything boring to happen, because that wouldn't do. I'm sorry, I can't get over this hype of this Grand Prix, and yet it seems the whole Formula One side of it, to me, seems to have been an afterthought. Yeah, where Ross Brawn says about tyre company, obviously it's Pirelli. They've done work with these tyres. Well, yeah, of course, to an extent, and that's only in winter testing. This is a completely different ball game. They haven't developed tyres specifically for these temperatures, or for this track. It's a new track. It's a pop-up track. So it's an unknown. But it doesn't matter. It really, honestly, it doesn't matter because we've got 20 teams and 10 drivers on the grid. So that is going to be fascinating. And that's F1. Not my words. That's F1 themselves. Sorry. And besides that, this has got to move on. And as teams could struggle to get their tyres to optimal temperature and lockups could be a common issue, there's an opportunity for a team other than Red Bull to claim a victory. That's unlikely, isn't it? Haas Director of Engineering, Ao Komatsu, is one of the optimistic ones. He said, "It's a very different temperature window, so we've got to get the tyres to work. But if I had to choose hot or cold, I'd choose cold conditions at this minute, so hopefully we can get it to work. I think it'll be a big challenge for us, especially our team, with the tools we've got in terms of pre-event simulation. More limited compared to with, let's say, Mercedes." So Haas seemed to be quite excited about the prospect of a chilly race, which, I don't know, it would be nice to see the grid shake up a little bit for whatever reason, but again, we're not all that far away from that now. But I do want to just mention as well, Clickbait. I've been recommended so many Formula One videos that are going around at the moment saying that the Las Vegas Grand Prix has been cancelled. Of course it hasn't, because Formula One have thrown hundreds of millions of dollars into this. They're not going to cancel it that quickly, and it's talking about the strikes, which were really a non-story because I think it was dealt with quite quickly. So one of my pet hates is clickbait. So if, I don't intend on ever putting a thumbnail up this clickbaity. I don't do that. If I do, call me out for it and let me know, and I'll change it because that's not what I want to do. But I just wanted to warn you that they're just doing this. They want to get views. They're using the Las Vegas Grand Prix, obviously, because it's a big talking point at the moment. So just be careful. Any of those videos out there claiming that the Las Vegas Grand Prix has been cancelled, it really hasn't. Not of this moment of me doing this. It's nearly 1 o'clock here in the UK. So as of this moment, it has not been cancelled. So just bear that in mind. But anyway, if you do like what I do, please like and subscribe and press the notification bell so you get future warnings of my uploads. And thanks again for your support and your comments. I really do enjoy it because I like to get a view of what other people think as well, not just me. I'm just talking about and doing these videos because it's a sport that I love. That's all it is. So anyway, thanks again for your time and thanks for watching, and until the next one, take care.